The abundance of marine life makes Roja City the seafood capital of the Philippines. And in our coastal community, fishing in the vast ocean is the main source of living. Ports and straits are also functional to transport passengers to nearby places. And public safety is the utmost important consideration for transportation authorities.
However, accidents, emergencies, disasters, or otherwise still happen while fishing and sea travel due to various known or undetermined reasons.
These are the following serious problems that need to be addressed.
Limited access to immediate emergency response,
non-urgent response for search and rescue operation, and increasing numbers of casualties during accidents, emergencies, and disasters.
Statistics shows the data of search and rescue operations done by Philippine Coast Guard CAPIs from 2018 to 2021. Year 2021 recorded the highest total casualties of 12 for different types of incident. This caught our attention for the victims are mostly fishermen that provides food for the local community.
these were just few of the instances that already happened.
But we can do more to avoid this case.
With the eagerness to save lives and the data presented,
Project Callisto, an offline-online mobile application
for immediate search and rescue operations made into reality.
This project generally aims to provide waterproof necklace or bracelet with GPS tracker registered in mobile application to our fishermen and vessel passengers for immediate response and assistance needed from early stage of any incidents, crucial for saving lives and achieve zero casualty. Alisto also contains emergency hotlines that shows the updated hotline numbers in case of emergencies. If load is available, automatically it directs your call to a specific department or agency. Also, different first aid that contains emergency care to be given immediately to one injured person, which to minimize injury and future disability. This also includes stress debriefing activities to mitigate the impact of traumatic incidents and to facilitate the normal recovery process and restoration to those who are distressed by unusual events.
We are aware and oriented with the current and existing apps, departments, and industries that can compete with us.
But Alisto is a one-stop mobile application where multiple services are offered.
We believe that it is timely and relevant, not just in our local community, but in the whole world.
We are very open for any opportunities to different partners.
Like data consultancy services, tech for conservation, government and transportation agencies for our future ventures. Also, to DepEd as it allows the progressive expansion of physical classes and so parents can track their schooling children.
Alisto.
Alisto!
Alisto.
Alisto! Alisto!
For immediate search and rescue operations.
I think everyone in here has someone in their household who is taking medicines or supplements. What do you think would happen if they skip or forget to take their pill?
Technology makes our lives more easier and convenient, but it can make some people's lives more difficult. For senior citizens, for example, if we ignore and blindly strive for innovation, some people who can't adapt to the changes may suffer.
The time capsule attempts to provide a medication planner for those who frequently forget to take their prescriptions on time. It is not only about reminding the users to take their medications, but also informing them about which medication they should take. Time capsule tells the users what kind of medicine and when the medicine should be taken. Time capsule also displays about how many pills or medications are left after consuming some of them. The app reminds the users whether they have appointments or checkups. The app not only sounds an alarm, but also reads the appointment or the pills that the users had set down.
Our app's target audience are senior citizens, persons with disabilities, and busy individuals who often forgot their maintenance bills.
Apps like Medicine and Carousel are also apps that acts as medicine planner, but Time Capsule is different because it features text-to-speech reminders, appointments by the users such as checkups, and many more.
We want Time Capsule to add features such as the text-to-speech reminders to help our senior citizens with bad eyesight still benefit on our app. We want Time Capsule to able to help individuals to be reminded and keep track on their maintenance.
To make our future ventures happen, we would like to have a support system where they will help us in overcoming the difficulties in marketing and funds. Also to the people who will download the app in the future.
Time is of the essence.
Being safe from crimes, disasters, and other potential dangers is tantamount to people's lives. We, the Rescue Venters, have come up with a powerful tool, an accessible and efficient system for any emergency situation. Thus, TABA, a mobile emergency assistance application, has come to life. What if these emergencies happen to you and your loved ones? Are you prepared? Emergency situations come unexpectedly, and human-made or natural disaster can be avoided with the preparedness of the public, authorities, and responders. In Capiz, there is no existing centralized system for emergency situations. Corresponding institutions only provide hotlines to be contacted during emergencies, which are not actually accessible to the majority of Capiz non. Hence, reporting and responding to emergency is slow and oftentimes delayed and hampered. Human-made and natural disasters result into damages, fatality, and even death, as statistics show.
That 1.8 million pesos worth of properties were lost to a fire that hit Barangay Colasi in August 2021.
That 54 were dead, 173 were injured, and 7 were missing in Region 6 during the onslaught of Typhoon Odette in December 2021.
That Region 6 hospitals recorded a total of 178,618 emergencies in 2019.
That in a span of 5 years, deaths registered in Capiz increased by 3.68% from 4,453 to 4,991 in 2016 and 2020 respectively.
These are not just numbers. These are people's lives changed forever. TABA is a speedy,
a way to do away with the danger.
This app, every bit, is very vital to save lives.
Tabang, a Hiligaynon word for aid, is a mobile emergency assistance application designed to provide a powerful tool for emergency cases.
What does this application take?
Here are its features.
Primarily, the app requires user to register to collect information that will be used in sending message alerts.
The app is designed to call help in two ways. First, using the call hotline feature, which user can directly make call to default emergency institution in one click. Second, using the I need help feature, user can accurately send alert to the responders and its emergency contacts, containing the type of specific description of emergency and image of incident where personal information and location will be automatically attached. Once sent, then user can attract his responders.
Through the admin button, responders will see the message alerts of incidents, track and share its location to the user, and send report once the action is done.
App is an I am safe feature that automatically sends prepared message to users' emergency contacts.
There's an I am updated feature for the users.
1.
To know latest emergency reports.
2.
To provide updates from different institutions.
And 3.
And to reiterate safety emergency tips as highlighted in infographics of emergency and disaster preparedness. Tabang will have tremendous benefits for its end users who will feel secure for they could easily communicate to the rescuers and to their families.
Rescuers can respond quickly to emergency situation due to the accurate and substantial incident details.
Emergency service providers like police stations, hospitals, and fire department could easily pick up infos, monitor so as to respond to emergency situations.
Tabang secures a centralized system, a solution to the problem. This app works like a step ahead 911 and Patingaw. 911 is the national hotline for reporting and responding to any emergency through call. Patingaw was designed to aggregate disaster and emergency preparedness updates from government agencies to citizens.
What makes Tabang unique and innovative from these two is that it caters to all types of emergencies and offers varied ways to report and respond to emergency. To expand its features, we plan to add voice recording and sending message alert and integrating anti-false emergency requirement to verify its dependability and reliability. A market testing will follow to enhance apps' designs and features. We will closely work with the Capiz provincial government and emergency service providers to fund the app that will ensure disaster preparedness in Capiz.
Use Tabang, for it is today's game changer. Before disaster strikes,
Get
and download Tabang!
Let's proceed to the third placer. Third place goes to... Third place is... Third place is... Team Time Capsule from the Schools Division of Rojas City.
Once again, congratulations, Team Time Capsule of SDO Rojas City.
Now for the announcement you've all been waiting for. Our champion for this year's Go IT Digital Innovation Fair. The champion for this year's DepEd Western Visayas TCS Go IT Digital Innovation Fair is no other than, drum rolls muna. This year's champion is Team Tapang from the Schools Division of Rojas City.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please, for this year's champion for Go IT Innovation Fair 2022, Team Tabang of SDO Rojas City. Just a recap of our winners, the top 5 winners of this year's Go IT Digital Innovation Fair 2022. 5th place, Think Wisely. 4th place, AgriGrow. 3rd place, Time Capsule. 2nd place, Sight. And 1st place, this year's champion, Tabang from the Schools Division of Rojas City.
Antonio Villas's Memorial School proudly launched its project model, Modular Online Delivery and Enhancing Learning. The Department of Education had to find ways to keep the learning process going despite the challenges and uncertainty posed by COVID-19 while maintaining the health, safety, and well-being of learners and teachers. Numeracy is the knowledge, skills, behavior, and dispositions that students need in order to use mathematics in a wide range of situations. It could not be denied the fact that one of the learning areas with the common problems in the Philippines is on poor numeracy status. To give focus on the numeracy performance of learners, the DepEd is implementing several programs such as the Early Language Literacy and Numeracy or ELLN, which is strongly supported by the school's division of Roa City. Specifically in Antonio Villas's Memorial School Cluster 6, problem on numeracy is likewise evident. Based on the data, the innovator hopes to improve the basic numeracy of the identified striving learners through the conduct of an intervention program, considering that these learners will be graduating from elementary level. It would be very difficult for them to proceed to the next level without mastering the basic operation skills, which serve as foundation skills for higher mathematics subjects. This project aims to assess numeracy levels of the learners, improve the performance of the learners in mathematics basic facts. Distinct features of the project: regional unified numeracy tests or RUNT and drill exercises will be given to pupils. Google Forms is used for drill exercises. The questions are from the RUNT. It may cover basic facts, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and problem solving. Scores of each learner will be gathered automatically. In drill exercises, the pupils can retry answering until they get perfect scores. In the pre-test and post-test, questions are from the Regional Unified Numeracy Test, and the pupils could only answer once with time limit. For the expected impact of the project, teachers can easily identify the non-numerates. Pupils can enjoy answering the drills using their own gadgets. Pupils can repeat answering until their answers are correct. This can help them to retain their learning and improve the numeracy skills of the learners.
With this project model or modular online delivery in enhancing learning, we strongly believe that this would be the password for the bright future of our pupils, and we teachers continue to strive for a positive change in education amidst this pandemic. Thank you so much.
It's not a fate in technology, it's fate in people. A pleasant morning, STO Raw City, and welcome to the second Virtual Information Communication Technology Awards. I am Larlene Fernando Batuigas.
And I am Mary Joy 87.
And we will be your host for this momentous event. First and foremost, let us acknowledge our EXACOM for their unwavering support in the ICT field, headed by the Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Ruel F. Bermejo, SASO 5, Attorney Fevi S. Panco, Officer in Charge, Office of the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent,
Dr. Marvic S. Martirez, Curriculum Implementation Division Chief, Dr. Neresa Erosente, School Governance Operations Division Chief, Ariel Biandutan, Administrative Officer 5, Nuraida A. Malawi, Administrative Officer 5, Budget Officer,
and to the Program Handler, Engineer Fritz J. Welle, Division Information Technology Officer 1. To start this event, Let us pay tribute to our nation by singing the national anthem, followed by the prayer and the Raw City hymn to be played on air.
Father God, we adore and celebrate you. For you, the giver of everlasting life and provider of amazing blessings, you are our protector from all evil.
Almighty Lord, we ask for your forgiveness from all our sins and we acknowledge your divine providence of forgiving. Help us set our eyes and direct our hearts to you. Renew our spirits, fill us with your peace and joy. We give you praise and thanks for you alone are worthy.
Kami nagpapasalamat sa pagbibigay pag-asa sa mga panahong masalimuot. Patatagin mo kami ng iyong banal na mga kamay sa gitna ng banta sa kapaligiran, sa aming kalusugan at sa buong sanlibutan. Maraming salamat sa iyong dakilang awa at mapagpalang biyaya.
Lord, may your hand embrace us with love, joy, peace, goodness, and faithfulness. Make our attention align with your gracious will. Remind us of your faithful provision when our effort fell short.
May all glory go up to you when we achieve small or big success today. Keep our family, loved ones, and everyone around us to be physically safe. Guard our hearts and minds from pride and selfishness. Keep your love at the forefront of our minds and let your light shine upon us in all our endeavors.
Ang lahat ng ito ay hinihiling sa iyong anak na si Hesus Kristo. Amen.
Sa
mahalwan. Nagapanguna sa Burgos, Pilipinas, sa pagkaunlawon mo ang siyudad sang Rojas. Nagapanguna sa Burgos, Pilipinas, sa pagkaunlawon mo ang siyudad sang Rojas. Kung ikaw ay may kaminaw, kalisod man o kahidlaw, magpahangin ka sa baybay, kay maagom mo ang kataway. May isda kag halimbawo, pasayan kag lukon pagito, talabang kag panginason, matamis nga taong ang atong naiyabo. Ugat ang tanan ng banwang namuta, tumutunaan sang dagang nga mahalwan. Nagapanguna sa Burgos, Pilipinas, sa pagkaunlawon nun ang siyudad sang Rojas. Nagapanguna sa Burgos, Pilipinas, sa pagkaunlawon nun ang siyudad sang Rojas. Nagapanguna sa Burgos, Pilipinas, sa pagkaunlawon nun ang siyudad sang Rojas.
It is true that technology is best when it brings people together, and if paired with knowledge, it is even more powerful. Today is a celebration to recognize and honor our top school ICT program implementers who put forth exceptional work this past year. To formally welcome us all, let us give our virtual hands to our ever-dynamic Officer in Charge, Office of the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Attorney Fedi S. Fanco.
Warm greetings to the Executive Committee, headed by our Champion Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Roel F. Bermejo, CESO 5. Chief of the Curriculum Implementation Division, Dr. Marvic S. Martires. Chief of the School Governance and Operations Division, Dr. Narissa A. Resente. Administrative Officers 5, Mr. Ariel Andutan, and Ma'am Noraida Malawi. The Innovative Division Information Technology Officer and the Program Handler of this activity, Engineer Fritz Hueli. To the supportive and committed school leaders and excellent school ICT coordinators. To our live audience, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to SDO Rojas City's second Information Communication Technology Awards and launching of Web and Mobile App Development Hub's live broadcast via DepEd Tayo Rojas City Facebook page. According to the early adopter and promoter of technology in the classroom, David Warlick, we need technology in every classroom and every student and teacher's hand because it is the pen and paper of our time, and it is the lens through which we experience much of our world. Thus, the constantly evolving of the ICT industry to the advent of new technologies plays a major role in the education sector. It became a helping line to deliver quality and equitable education to all learners. It brings fluidity and fluency to the programs and activities launched to the battleground, the classroom. However, it is associated with many challenges and opportunities that require unique and creative solutions. But since the Department of Education, our teachers and non-teaching personnel are excellent and very innovative, our ICT arm remains steadfast in helping our services become easier and more accessible to the new generations of our learners. And so today, we honor all who have demonstrated outstanding creativity, resourcefulness, and excellence in the field of education through ICT Works. We appreciate the dedication and hard work that our nominees have put into making contributions that have greatly impacted basic education, and know that the school's division of Rojas City is proud to honor you all and to receive ICT Awards recognition of top performers. It is hoped that this event will not only showcase the incredible achievements of our honorees, but also serve as a motivation for the next generation of innovators in the whole division in support of the matatag agenda of DepEd. Bansang makabata, batang makabansa. As we continue to excel as one, we live by our mantra, where every child is a champion in the home of the champions. By advancing learner-centered programs, building individual and institutional capability for growth and development, appreciating human diversity and one's uniqueness, nurturing the culture of excellence, thriving in the new normal with greater resiliency, and engaging stakeholders for shared governance and accountability. Hence, Abante, Rojas City.
Thank you so much, Attorney Febby, for that warm welcome. Anytime now, we will be recognizing the top ICT program implementers for public elementary and secondary school for the small, medium, large, and mega school category.
But before the exciting part, let us now hear and be inspired by their insightful messages. Let us all welcome our Dynamic Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Well F. Bermejo, CESO 5, to be followed by the Regional Information Technology Officer 1, Mr. Noel Donel Narida.
Dear Bedwa City officials, esteemed organizers, and participants of the Second Information Communications Technology Awards. It is with great pleasure and excitement that I extend my warmest greetings to all those involved in this prestigious event. As an advocate for technological advancement and innovation, I commend your dedication in recognizing and celebrating the achievements within the realm of information and communications technology in the schools division of Rojas City. In this fast-paced digital era, ICT irrefutably plays a pivotal role in shaping our society, revolutionizing industries including education, and improving the lives of people worldwide. Our ICT Awards today serve as a platform to acknowledge the remarkable contributions of teachers and ICT focal persons that have pushed the boundaries of technology and spearheaded positive change in schools. To the awardees, congratulations on your outstanding accomplishments. Your exceptional talent, expertise, and commitment to excellence have set you apart as trailblazers in the field. Your ingenuity and relentless pursuit of innovation have undoubtedly transformed the way we live, work, and interact with technology. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers for their unwavering dedication to fostering technological advancements. Special mention and commendation to Mr. Fritz Welly, our Division IT Officer, for his leadership in coming up with this notable initiative. Through this event, we provide a stage for brilliance to shine, inspire future generations, and drive true progress in ICT-enabled education. Lastly, I want to emphasize the significance of collaboration and knowledge sharing within the ICT community. Together, we can continue to push the boundaries of innovation, leverage technology for social good, and address the challenges of our time, especially in the field of education, here in the Schools Division of Rojas City. May this gathering of brilliant minds ignite new ideas, forge meaningful connections, and inspire future breakthroughs to better serve our adapted constituencies. I wish all the participants, awardees, and attendees a memorable and successful event brimming with celebration, inspiration, and anticipation for the future of ICT education right here in the Schools Division of Rojas City. Again, our warmest congratulations to everyone. Abante, Rojas City, we excel as one.
To the Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Roel Bermeo, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Attorney P.V. Franco, to the CID and SDOT Chiefs, to the Outstanding Division ITO of Region 6, Sir Fritz Welle, STO personnel, teachers, learners, and stakeholders. Mayad nga aga sa tanan. Good morning. I'm very glad to be with you present virtually in the second ICT Awards. Congrats all to the ICT champions of the Division of Rojas City for the contribution and accomplishments aligned with the DepEd ICT related programs, projects, and activities. This is the manifestation that ICT plays the important role in all aspects of life, including in education. The proper integration of ICT with teaching and learning environment increases the chance of gaining education along with the increased productivity. ICT are making major differences in the teaching approaches and the way students are learning. ICT enhanced teaching environment facilitates active, collaborative, creative, integrative, and evaluative learning as the advantage over the traditional method. The pandemic era was seen multiple examples of how modern technology is bridging the gap between teachers and students to ensure a seamless learning process. The institutionalization of education innovation of the region, which to showcase innovative implementation of basic education services across all levels, establishment of the first 27 DepEd run farm schools in the country, and the School Heads Academy are some of the major banner programs and projects of the region. Salamat to our champion innovative regional director, Dr. Ramir B. Oitiko, and to our assistant regional director, Dr. Victor G. De Gracia, CESO 5, who are always challenge us and to think that no box at all, and take step to accelerate the delivery of basic education, facilitates the services to provide e-classroom packages for teaching and learning aligned with the matatag agenda of the central office. Thank you so much, ICT implementers, for the full support system, for embracing the challenge and take step for the next level. And to end, let me borrow the quote of George Couros, that technology will never replace great teachers, but technology in the hands of a great teachers is transformational. A good teacher can influence and advantage the technology during his or her teaching to ensure that they implement creativity, critical thinking, time management, and collaboration among learners. In short, the teacher can influence technology to develop skills among the learners that are essential for the future. Again, congrats and thank you for the invitation. Mabuhay kayong lahat. God bless us all.
Thank you, Sir Ruel and Sir Noel, for the great inspirational message. And now, let us watch the journey of our 2022 Top 4 ICT Clan Battle awardees.
Technology can play a very important role in our lives. The use of the technology has changed the way people think, work, and live. Researchers have found that the impacts in student engagement, achievement, and motivations are enhanced through integration of such technologies. Digital storytelling is one of the innovative pedagogical approaches that can engage students in deep and meaningful learning, and can enhance their interest and attention, especially on the first grade, where reading experience begins. With the DepEd Region 6 new mantra that seeks to empower every child in the region to become a champion, the proponent also supports this by making every pupil in our school a champion, by motivating them to love reading and eventually become independent readers in a digital world. That is why the proponent develop a strategy or a solution to the school's existing academic problem, particularly in grade 1, which is the Project TRASDIS, transforming storybooks to digital storytelling. What are the goals or objectives to be achieved by Project TRASDIS? How was the Project TRASDIS implemented? First, the innovator formulated and discussed the proposed innovation project with the school head Mrs. Cheryl Lekue, Principal 2. Second, the innovator downloaded the digital copy of the story from the DepEd LR portal with the permission of the author or writer. Third, the innovator administered the pre-test or assessment to the grade 1 pupils using the printed storybook. Fourth, the innovator created a digital storytelling based on the published storybook. He facilitated the recording of videos, audios and editing of the final output. Fifth, the innovator asked some feedbacks from the grade 1 teachers and school head to incorporate further improvements before the final draft of the digital storytelling. Finally, the innovator administered a post-test to grade 1 pupils by sending digital copies of a storytelling video to parents' Facebook account or Google Drive link. How was Project TRASDIS monitored? The project was monitored by the school head, using this monitoring tool. Attached are the list of recipients, and the final storytelling video in grade 1. After the implementation, accomplishment report was also prepared. What is the impact of Project TRASDIS to the learners, teachers, stakeholders, and to educational system?
Bilang isa ka ginikanan, makabulig ang printed storybook sa atong kabataan, kay diri mag-practice nila ang ila pagbasa kag imahinasyon kaysa pamaagi sa mga picture nga nakikita nila dira sa storybook. Gina-imagine nila ang nagakatabo sa sinang istorya, pero sa subong nga panahon mas makabulig pagid sa aton nga kabataan ang storytelling video sa madasig nga pag-intindi sang istorya. Kay diri sa videos nakikita nila ang karakter bilang modelo sa maayo nga pamatasan nga ginahambal dira sa istorya. Kag luwas sa nabatian nila, nakikita pagid nila nga gina-action sang karakter ang maayo nga ginahimo sini, kag pamaagi sa maayo nga pamatasan nga ginapakita sa video, ma-mold ang ila nga attitude para maging maayo sila nga mga kabataan.
Digital storytelling has a great impact on me as a teacher, especially on our pupils. It is a motivational tool to attract attention and guide our learners in reading a story. It is also useful and helpful to our parents who have a big role to play in this new normal way of learning. This project addresses the problem in my class since there are no face-to-face classes at this time of pandemic. Through this, we can extend stories by watching videos while learning.
Katipunan Village Elementary School is dedicated to provide quality basic education for all. And with the Project TRASDIS, or transforming storybooks to digital storytelling, with Sir Mark De La Tena as our school innovator It will focus more on enhancing the literacy skills of grade 1 learners, which for sure will do help in the increase of schools' academic rate. And with this project Trust This, we can create a champion reader.
Makabulig ayhan ang storytelling para maintindihan ninyo ang istorya?
Oo.
Ngaman.
Kaya dito ko mapati ang turo dito may pati ang istorya.
The sudden shift from a traditional face-to-face classroom setting to a distance learning poses multiple challenges to Dumalog National High School. Teachers limited ICT integration and digital skills necessary for the delivery of quality learning, inefficient and ineffective monitoring of attendance, distribution and retrieval of SLM, and learners' progress, limited or inaccessibility of learning resources at home, and high demand for costly printed academic requirements in the new normal are some of these challenges. With the school's enduring efforts to remain true to DepEd's vision, mission, and goals, Project Ignited, or Igniting and Generating New Ideas in Technology for Educational Development, was initiated to address these gaps through maximizing the use of ICT geared towards teacher empowerment, efficient school governance, and effective teaching-learning process. It specifically highlights Project Upgrade, or unleashing the potentials of the generation of responsive and digitized educators, a training program to improve teachers' ICT knowledge and skills. Project eScan, or electronic scanning to check the attendance in new normal, a contactless system to track the distribution, retrieval of SLM, and attendance of visitors and teachers for contact tracing purposes. Project Suluptan, a Facebook-based learning pantry to make educational resources accessible to the students. Project Tingu, an automated and online system to monitor learners' progress in terms of SLM, alias distribution and retrieval, quality of learners' outputs, and submission of written works and performance tasks in all concerned subjects, fostering collaboration among teachers. Through these working mechanisms, Project Ignited has bridged the educational gaps and made these significant impacts and transformations. initiative accelerates changes in delivering quality education, ensuring that learning never stops, and promoting transformative education for better access, leaving no one behind. With Project Ignited, DNHS has been digitally eliminated.
Doña Emiliana A. Alba Memorial School, supported by the Division of Raha City, presents this Project USB Understanding session through video-based instruction.
project. Nakabulig gid ini sa akong pag-eskwela biskan may pandemic. Naitawid kag napalupos ang akong nga pag-eskwela tungod sa inyo ginhatag nga USB project.
Madamo gid nga salamat sa inyo ginhatag nga project USB. Ang inyo ginhatag dako gid ini nga bulig sa amon nga ginikanan labi na gid sa akong bata sa panahon sa pandemic. Tungod sa inyong ginatag, wala kami nabudlayan tungod man sa bulig sa ilang mga teacher sa eskwelahan kag sa USB project. Gani, madam, gina salamat.
Ako si Mrs. Mary V. Malibong sang Pinaypayan, Lanot, Roa City. Isa man ako sa mga parents sang Doña Emiliana A. Alba Memorial School. May ari ako diri duwa ka estudyante sa sininga eskwelahan. Bilang isa ka ginikanan, nagpasalamat gid ako sa mga teachers sa school sa pagsuporta sa amon nga learning diri sa balay during pandemic sa pag-distribute sang mga reading materials, mga modules para nga maging guide namon sa pagtudlo sa among kabataan. Especially sa pag-distribute sang school sang project USB nga dako gid ang benefits nga na bulig sa among kabataan kay madali nila kag mahapos nila maintindihan ng ilang lesson adlaw-adlaw sa ilang different subject.
Being a parent, it's hard for us to help sometimes our children their school works or homework because of our other duties as a parent to provide. But big thanks to Project USB, it helped so much even in pandemic time. We learned a lot.
Project USB for me was a big help. At first, it was a challenge because our lessons are stored in a USB without having a teacher in front of us. But I concentrated and focused. The results are I learned a lot in spite of the situation during pandemic.
Ako si Nilandro Malibong, grade 6 ng Doña Emiliana A. Alba Memorial School. Nagpasalamat kita po sa school sa din-distribute na Project USB. Kita ko ginang nabulig sa akong learning dito sa balay during pandemic.
At this juncture, to continue the zeal of excellence of SDO Rojas City, let's listen and gain you meaningful insights from our guest speaker, who is a dear loved one of our Information Technology Officer here in SDO Rojas City.
She will be imparting her knowledge about quality assurance skills in information technology. Let us all welcome Mrs. Glenda Ramos-Wele, Senior Operations and Quality Assurance Manager.
Good day, everyone, to our discussion of the day about quality assurance skill and ICT. For our discussion objectives, at the end of the discussion, the participants are expected to learn the importance of software quality assurance in the industry, particularly in software development impacting ICT as a whole. Let's proceed. For today's topic, the importance of quality assurance in software development lifecycle and the company as a whole, and in the industry as a whole. Number one, it ensures that the software or product delivered meets the standard criteria that is aligned to customer needs. Second, it ensures that adherence to ISO 9000 principles stated below is achieved. Now remember, the ISO 9000 principle is a standard created for all industries, including the software industry that has quality assurance. And these are the principles. Number one, customer focus. Number two, leadership. Number three, engagement of people. Number four, process approach. Number five, improvement. Number six, evidence-based decision making. And number seven, relationship management. Now we will discuss each of them one by one so that you understand better what the standards are for the industry with regards to quality assurance. Let's go ahead and discuss them. So here, the importance of quality assurance in software development lifecycle and the company as a whole, ISO 9000 adherence, part 1. First and foremost, we have customer focus. Quality management primarily focuses on meeting customer requirements and striving to exceed customer expectations. As a quality assurance standard, we need to give importance and focus on our customers because customers is the bread and butter of our company. And therefore, we have to be able to understand the needs of our customers. We have to be able to understand what kind of requirements are they requiring for them to be able to use our product. Therefore, we understand what kind of quality do we need to deliver to them. And therefore, we need to be, in understanding these requirements, we'd be able to deliver what they needed and even exceed the customer expectations and not actually under deliver. So this is where the saying goes, under promise but over deliver. But it is very important that our quality assurance is customer focused. We need to understand the needs of the customer because customers are buying our products out of a lot of reasons. First and foremost is they're buying our products because of necessity, because they needed it. Secondly is they're buying our products because they actually is getting convenient by having or buying or using our product. So it's for necessity or their needs, it's for their convenience, and the more that they're using our product, the more that we are inclined to provide quality service to these customers. And by ensuring that, we'd be able to provide a quality product in the market. And the role of quality assurance in this particular area is to ensure that these requirements are getting met by intercepting the issues ahead of time before it even goes out to the client, therefore ensuring that the requirements are being met. to our customers. So one example of having a customer focused product is during the pandemic, most of us got stuck in our homes. We could not even go out. And so this company developed a tool or a software that could deliver food into your doorsteps without you going out of your comfort zone, getting out of your comfort zone. So you just order from this app, it gets ported into the delivery person, the person reads it and gets your order, delivers it on your doorstep, therefore providing your needs and as well as giving you convenience. And that software have met a lot of the customers' expectations and requirements when it comes to having their necessity meet and their convenience met as well. And up to now, these tools and software are still being delivered. And before those were delivered to the customers, quality assurance team made sure that the functionality worked as expected by ensuring that they've used the app themselves, they've tested it thoroughly that when the customer gives an order, that it gets ported into the system, the order is received, the order is correct, the timing of the order is listed, the address of the customer is known, that the timing of the delivery of these items are there, the prices are correct. If they remove a product, that the product gets removed and get replaced with a new one, and such requirements until they were able to ensure that the product is working as expected and it then got released into the customers in the market, therefore delivering the needs and requirements of our customers. So this one's customer focus in the real world. Next is as part of the ISO 9000 for quality assurance is leadership. Leadership, helping leaders establish a vision and direction for the organization and equip and empower employees to achieve quality objectives. So this means that in a company that develops, for example, on my end, because I work in a software development company, it is very, very important that we are aligned with our leaders and that our leaders have a clear vision and direction of what the product that we are offering to our customers are, where this product is going to, and that the entire organization is in one page and understood what the product is all about. Therefore, they know on how to equip and empower the employees from the management on top going to the lower rank employees to achieve quality objectives for the company, therefore delivering a good quality output product to the customers because everybody understand what their roles are and the leadership is very, very clear and precise on the vision that they have for their product. So it is important to have a good leadership. Next is engagement of people, and it is obtaining and maintaining at all levels throughout the organization competent, empowered, and engaged people to enhance the organization's capability to create and deliver value. So, in a quality assurance world, we need to ensure that our people are engaged. As a quality assurance specialist, as a software quality assurance specialist, you need to be able to be competent. You have to be able to believe in yourself. Aside from believing in yourself, you have to be engaged. You have to understand what your role is in the organization. And as a quality assurance specialist, it is your role to ensure that the product is delivered with quality. It is your role to get engaged from the development of from the conception of the development of the product to the design to the process of the development itself to the process of your testing that product and to get engaged with your fellow employees Therefore, making sure that everyone is competent, that you are empowered, that you are confident in your skills that you can deliver. And so therefore, everybody's in the organization still is in one page to be able to deliver a quality and high value output of their products to their customers. Next, part two, we have process approach, which is delivering consistent and predictable results throughout the use of effective and efficient activities that are understood and managed as interrelated processes that function as coherent system. So process approach, we need to have a process on how we deliver our products. In a quality assurance world, as a software quality assurance, we need to be able to plan ahead the set of test plans that we're going to apply during testing. The set of test cases, what kind of test cases are we going to test against the product to ensure that it will output the expected result that is required by the client during the production meeting, during the requirements meeting. So we need to ensure that we deliver those output. Therefore, we have to plan ahead of time. We need to know the predictable results of the product and then be able to be efficient in trying to understand and manage the expectations of the customer and therefore interfering or intercepting the bugs before it even goes out to the client. So we will not release the product and we will say to the dev team, no, this is not QA pass, this is QA fail, therefore you have to fix it before we can deliver because this is the process. So the process is the product manager goes to design the product manager, the project manager, the customer, and the clients gets to meet and be able to discuss the requirements. Now they agree on these requirements, and after that, it gets into the developer's hand to develop that feature in the application. In a software company, that's how it works. After the developer develops this product, it then goes into the hands of the quality assurance specialist, ensuring that those requirements that were set by the product team and the customer is met and that it passed the testing. When it passes testing, it brings them into the project manager and it gives approval that the feature is QA passed, therefore it is ready to release to the market. So that is a process approach where there's a process, there's a hierarchy of things of where it should come from and where it should rotate and get back in case if there's a yes or a no, then what would happen? So you need to have a process. And then next is improvement, maintaining an ongoing organization-wide focus on improvement. So as things go by, as we progress, as technology progresses, as technology changes, as technology improves, we as an organization should also think of our improvement. And in an organization, there is no such thing as perfect organization. There's no such thing as perfect software. There will always be defects and bugs, as we call them. Bugs is what we call the defects in the software industry. So in order for us to adhere to the ISO standard, we have to maintain and we have to be able to improve our processes in order to meet the expectations of the clients. Because there are times that you find a bug and that you release a product and suddenly there's a bug that appeared into it. So what would you do? What are your next steps? What are your safety pin in order for the customer to feel confident with you again that this issue will not happen again? So you have to improve your system. If something goes wrong, accept it as a challenge and use it to improve your processes the next time if there's something that you missed on it. That is why it is very, very important as quality assurance specialists, as quality assurance team, that we ensure all of the steps are being listed down, all of the processes are well documented so that when you get asked later, you have an evidence to show of the work that you've done and that you are continuously improving this process as you go along. So improvement is very, very important as a quality standard. Next is evidence-based decision making. Using the analysis and evaluation of data and information in the decision-making process to produce desired results. So what does this mean? It means that throughout the life cycle of your production and throughout the life cycle of your quality assurance testing and using these tools, you will be able to create a metric system to measure the data that you have, um, the data that were gathered during the time with which you are testing. So right now, we were using the tool called test reel, and what the test reel does is that it has, right after you run a QA testing, it has a report of how many bugs or how many defects have passed the test, or how many test cases have passed the test, how many of it failed the test, how many of it produced an error or a bug, how many bugs were reported, how much percentage of the test cases were done, and how much is still pending. Therefore, out of this report, you can have an analysis and evaluation of your output. If you'll be able to deliver it by the end of the day, and that you'll be able to say to the developer that we are not good to deliver this product because of this percentage of failures that happened to it. So therefore, we have to fix it in order for us to meet the client expectations. So in order for you to have evidence, you need to have a system where you log this information. And for us, we're using Jira to log our bugs or defects that we found in the software. So for example, if you if for example, if you have an app in your company that does booking, like for example, you have a conference room and only people that books the conference room can actually use it. And then you went into the application that morning to book it, but you were not able to book it. Not having the ability to book it, even though if you are qualified to book the room, is already considered as a defect in the system, as a bug. And as a quality assurance specialist, it is your responsibility to report this error, to report this bug, and to gather evidence on how you were able to recreate the issue. In gathering the evidence, you have to take screenshots, you have to record the screen, you have to record the different steps that you've done that made this error, or that caused the error where you were not able to book. So in bug reporting, it is very, very important that you have the title of your bug, the information of, in a software industry, like for example, if you're using iOS, or your app is supporting an iOS systems or iPhone systems, then you have to state the OS, which is the iOS, state the version of your OS, like iOS 13, for example, is the version of the operating system. And then you have to state the device that you use where you reproduce the issue, because sometimes it is device specific, we don't know, but we have to state it. Like if you're using iPhone 12 or iPhone 13 or iPhone 11, you have to state it in the description of your bug or defect. And right after that, you have to write the steps to follow for the developer to identify where the issue came from. So you have to have step one, I went into the booking section of the application. Step two, I checked the room and it is showing as available to book. Step three, I tapped the room. I was able to see the pop-up that I can book it. And then I tapped the book it menu and it did not book. And I saw this error. And then that's when you put uh, your screenshot of what the error is all about. And then you also describe the expected result. The expected result should be, if I tap this room and I am entitled to book, I should be able to book this room. Therefore, when the developer gets the report from you, they'd be able to replicate the same steps that you've done. And by replicating those steps, they'd be able to understand where the issue came from and be able to diagnose it and obtain a fix for them to be able to fix it. Therefore, based on evidence that were given to them and using the analysis and evaluation of the data information that they received, they'd be able to process it and therefore deliver a report um, and fix based on the requirements needed. Lastly, we have relationship management. And this is managing the organization's relationship with related parties, such as partners or vendors, for sustained success. And our part as a quality assurance specialist, we have to be able to have good relationship management with our developer team, because this is the team that we are actually part of the development team as a quality assurance software quality assurance team. We are like married together, because after the development does the development, the quality assurance takes over and gives feedback into the developer if it's QA passed or failed. Therefore, we have to have a good relationship management with these people. In terms of the whole organization, of course, good relationship management needs to have a good relationship with your customers and be able to understand their requirements, their concerns. You have to be able to listen to them. What are other functions are they expecting? What are the issues that they've encountered that made it harder for them? And what are the bugs and defects that were found that were not reported by the QA team, and how that happened? We have to be able to understand that. Um, as well as quality assurance specialist, you have to talk to different people every single day. You have to talk to your developer team, project manager team, content management team. Sometimes you have to be in client meetings for you to be able to understand the requirements as well and be able to test together with the client, to show them the test results that you've done, that it's actually QA passed. So you need to have to maintain this good relationship with these parties to be able to maintain a quality delivery of your products, because communication is the key, and a good relationship with the customer, it's always communication. And so that's it for the 7 um, ISO 900 processes that we have. Next, since we've already discussed the ISO standards, we can now discuss the software QA tester skill required in delivering quality product releases. So as a quality assurance specialist, you are required to have this skill. First and foremost, key attention to details. You have to be very, very keen when it comes to having your attention to details. If, for example, on my end as a software quality assurance specialist, we specialize in testing mobile apps and sometimes web components or websites. Therefore, we have to be very, very careful and pay attention to details to the different items that are required for the development of these products. So in a quality assurance for mobile apps, you have to have keen attention to details to what kind of software are they going to support in developing your product. What is the lowest operating systems that they're going to support, the highest operating systems? What is the browsers that they're supporting? You have to have a keen attention to details to read the specifications written by the product team, to be able to, in attending client meetings, you have to be able to listen to the client needs and understand what their needs are, and then take notes of that. Um, Key attention to details in finding the defects, even the smallest defects. In the system that you can find, you have to log this information. You have to have keen attention to details to the neatness of the software that you are developing before it even goes out to the client. So it's very, very important that you have this skill. Next is strong communication skills, both verbally and written. I say this because as a quality assurance team or as a quality assurance person, you have to ensure that you know on how to communicate the different issues that you found or the defects that you found in the system. And you should also be able to communicate to the client about um, their requirements and needs. You have to be able to communicate to your project managers the levels of expectation, the dates required on your delivery, what are the hindrances that you are actually getting into, why the report can be delayed, what are the blockers on your quality assurance testing that blocks you from testing the app further, and written because all of the bugs or all of the defects that you have found in the system, you have to log it in details as what I've discussed previously, where you have to have your title, the different OSs, the version of it, the description of it, the video, a screenshot, the expected result, and assign it to the dev team. Therefore, um, making sure that you know and you understand what you're working on, and verbally you have to be able to communicate with your fellow QA members, because sometimes you do peer-to-peer testing with each other. It's not just you testing by yourself, but aside from having a set of test cases that you are testing, you also need to have an instinct and ability to be able to think outside the box. Like, as a customer, what else should I do to break this up? What else should I do? That's something weird that would break this up. So you have to be able to think outside the box on what are other testing methodologies, or what are the other weird test cases that the customer might think of, and then you have to write it down. So you need to write it in details and be able to add it to your set of test cases, because you need to have a standard of test cases to test step one, step two, step three. So communication skills is very, very important. Next is problem solving skills. Now that you know on how to communicate your issues, if you run into a problem with your application, you need to have a good problem solving skills. You need to be able to understand how the software works. How can I how can I solve this problem? How can I improve it? And how can I figure out on how to actually solve the issue that I found, or the bug that I found, so that it doesn't um, replicate the next time? Or problem solving skills can be as easy as having a little knowledge on a development or a software language that you know, and once you figure out on how this works, you'd be able to solve the problem and apply a fix to that particular area, and be able to have an output and satisfy your colleagues or your customer based on the requirements. So problem solving skills is also very, very important. Next is strong listening skills. Aside from keen attention to details, strong listening skills is also an important part of a quality assurance team. Sometimes there are projects that really goes by very, very fast. The client wants it right away. The client wants it fix it right away. And if you're not listening to the requirements, to the dates that are required, this gets fixed, then you'll miss a deadline, and that's not a good thing when it comes to quality assurance. You have to be very, very high standard when it comes to these matters. You have to listen attentively. You have to be able to take down notes. You have to be able to understand the requirements of the industry. And yeah, strong listening skills is very, very important. You don't need to be passive. You have to listen attentively to all of the meetings that you're attending, to your QA lead, especially to your QA lead. You have to listen on your priorities. What are the priority items for today? What are the things that we need to focus on? What are the things that you need to find out? So you have to be able to have that kind of listening skills to be able to qualify as a good quality assurance tester. Next is multitasking. As a quality assurance specialist, you have to be able to multitask. You have to be able to write things while you are listening to a meeting. You have to be able to solve issues while you are communicating with the client. You have to be able to document the issues that the client is talking about when you are meeting online. So while typing, you are listening, you're trying to solve the problem, and that is multitasking, and that is required for a quality assurance specialist. And you don't have to be distracted or disruptive with this. Even if you're multitasking, you should still be able to deliver a good quality output that is expected of you as a quality assurance specialist. Next is programming knowledge. This is not required for everybody, but at least you need to be able to have an understanding, even with just an HTML or a Java or other language like CSS, to be able to actually help your developer team understand what the issue is all about if it's very technical. If you know, for example, the HTML code for, oh, it is not centered, so you just have to center the text, or it is not in a bold letter, or you know on how to check the syntax, like the color is not correct based on the requirements from the client. The CSS is not following this table. So for you to have at least a basic knowledge of a programming language is a really, really big help when it comes to being a quality assurance tester, because continuous learning and improvement is necessary, and having a programming knowledge is very, very helpful. Next, part 2 is agile testing. So agile testing is right now, because the world is fast paced and the technology is continuously improving, the technology is continuously evolving. Therefore, most of the software companies develop a product based on an agile testing methodology. So let me discuss about this methodology to you. Agile testing is when you are developing a set of features on the product, and you are actually testing it on the fly. So as you develop, you test the product. So it is very, very tricky to do the agile testing, because the testing happens as the product is getting developed. So you have to be very, very keen observer, and you have to be very, very cautious. You have to be prepared. You have to have the set of test plans ahead of time, and you need to be able to understand all of the requirements ahead of time as the developer develops. But agile testing is not a whole lot of features at once, but it's a tiny bit of features getting developed in each sprint cycle. So for example, on on a room booking feature, you'd like to have a status of red and green that blinks into the system. When it's green, it means that it's bookable. Red, it's not bookable. So that kind of part. So the developer will actually divide the functions into um, tiny details, and develop the features on the fly. Like for example, they will do the green first, and then as that gets developed, you test it and make sure that it works as expected. So that is agile testing, to be able to develop and test um, while the features are getting developed simultaneously or continuously getting developed. And this is applicable to actually most of the software as a service or SaaS software development type of programs, because agile is customers have expectations and different set of requirements, and sometimes, oh, they want this new feature and they wanted it to get included in the app, and if your company is willing to give us this feature in the app, we will pay you more, and so something like that. So this is where the agile testing goes, because a new feature may come in, a new technology may come in that interests the customers, and they want that to get added to their product. So therefore, you have to be flexible to develop those items. And as a quality assurance specialist, you have to be in one page with your development team and the rest of the company when it comes to delivering these items. Next is, as a software developer, or I mean, as a quality assurance specialist in a software company, you need to understand the software development life cycle, or SDLC, which is the following: ideation, requirements, design, development, testing, deployment, and maintenance. Ideation is when you just have the skeleton of your feature or your product. So it's just an idea, it's not developed yet. But a visionary or a leader of your company has this vision. Then they make a requirement, or the customer has this idea that they wanted to put into your application. Then they make a requirement out of this idea, and then a design is created. So you have to get involved from the very beginning, from the ideation. So you have to get involved with it. And then while they were doing the requirements, you also have to get involved for you to be able to understand what the expectations are. And then comes the design. So you have to be able to see the design on how the app should look like. Then comes the development. This time, the developer will do the functionality and will render the design being um, given by the designer. And right after the development is done, it is getting turned over to the quality assurance team. And it is your responsibility to ensure that the quality of the product is as expected based on the requirements set during the idea, the requirements and the design, and that the development team has actually developed what is expected of them. Like for example, if I click on a button, it has to say okay. So when you test it, you have to click on a button, and when it says yes instead of okay, that is not the correct functionality. Therefore, you have to report it as a bug. And it said um, the requirement is the button should say okay, but the button said yes, so that is already a bug. Therefore, you could not release that build because it has a bug, and it goes back to the development team. The development team fix it. You have to do another testing, and once it's QA passed and everything is working as expected, it can be deployed by the developer based on the command of the project manager or the customer if they are ready to have it deployed on their market. And then comes the maintenance. The maintenance part is just if there are defects that were introduced in the next cycle of your development, then you have to do maintenance. Or if you have an upgrade in your system, that's just the maintenance, and make sure that everything that is working before is still working as expected. So those are the responsibilities of the quality assurance team. Next is cross-browser, cross-platform testing. So as I've mentioned, in a software company, mostly people develop softwares that works on browsers and mobile devices. So you have to be able to have knowledge on how to test these different software in a cross-browser. Cross-browser means different browsers like Internet Explorer, if it's still being supported, Microsoft Edge, Safari, Google Chrome, Firefox, Opera, and other browsers that get supported in your development, plus cross-platform as well if you're developing in different operating systems for mobile apps like iOS, Android, and other OSs that can be supported, Linux, Windows, Mac. So those are the different cross-browser, cross-platform testing that you should be familiar with. Next is you should be familiar with testing tools and techniques in testing for you to be able to qualify as a software quality assurance testing. Now, these skills can be learned as you go along with your QA um, career, but at least you have to research ahead of time what these things are. You need to know about functional testing. So functionality testing is you are just basically checking if the functionality that's expected of the app is working as expected. Like for example, login. If I put in my email and it is a valid email, then the system should accept the email and should be able to log in. That is the functionality of that the app is expecting. And so you should test that test case against the functionality that is delivered by the dev team. And then if the functionality works, then you are good. UI testing is based on the design requirements or usability testing or the the way that the client sees the app. So if they've given a certain UI or design or branding into the application, you have to be able to test this UI that it works as expected, that it is what it should be, that the colors of branding are there, that the alignments are correct, that the spacing is correct, that the fonts are in correct sizes, that the fonts are in correct font style, if the font is licensed, if um, the menus are working as expected, if the icons are in correct sizes, things like that are for UI testing. And then you have to have knowledge on regression testing. So for example, every time that a developer fixes a bug, you need to be able to do regression testing on the entire build of the application. Regression testing means be able to confirm that all of the existing functionality of the application is working and that um, and that no new defects is introduced during the testing period. And then, of course, right now, automation testing. Not everyone can do automation testing. There are special people who have skills in automation testing. They have knowledge, deeper knowledge on automation testing languages that can be applied to a mobile or to a web. They are more like software developer type of testers, software QA testers, where they can do automation testing on your mobile devices, therefore reducing the amount of human error that human error, like forgetfulness, for example, if you forgot to test a certain type of area in the application. If you have automation testing, all of these are already listed in the automation during regression. They can just run the script and test that area and deliver a report. So that is one of the skills that is also required if you are planning to have a quality assurance, software quality assurance as a career. And I think that's all. Thank you so much for listening to today's lesson on quality assurance. And I hope that we were able to achieve our objective, which is you learning the importance of quality assurance in ICT and the industry as a whole as we go along with the development and life cycle of a software development as a whole. And in line with the information's communications technology, quality assurance is very, very important to ensure that we deliver the correct product, the expected requirements from our customer, therefore giving customer satisfaction and delivering a quality output. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Glenda, for imparting your knowledge in the quality assurance skills in information communication technology. And for that, we would like to award the Certificate of Recognition. Allow me to read. Republic of the Philippines, Department of Education, Schools Division of Roa City, Banica, Roa City. Certificate of Recognition. This certificate is presented to Glenda R. Welle for serving as a resource speaker during the second Information Communication Technology Awards, broadcasted live via DepEd Tayo Raw City Facebook page on June 9, 2023. Given this 9th day of June 2023 in Rojas City, Philippines. Signed, Roel F. Bermejo, Schools Division Superintendent.
And now we've come to the most awaited part in this event, and I know all of you are super excited. So ikaw ba, partner, are you excited?
Of course, partner, I'm really excited. Kaya wag na nating patagalin to. This is the ICT Awards Recognition of Top Performers. The Top School ICT Program Implementer Elementary Level Small School category. Third place is from Bato Elementary School, Ma'am Sheila P. Alovera. Second place is Ma'am Mercedita A. Baez from Anatolia A. Arsanas Memorial School. First place, Top School ICT Program Implementer for the Elementary Level Small School category is from Doña Emiliana A. Alba Memorial School, Ma'am Mary Rose P. Villanueva.
Top School ICT Program Implementer, Elementary Level for Medium School category. Third place, Ma'am Merinan B. Lobaton of Mongpong Elementary School. Second place, Ma'am Rachel B. Amoroso of Antonio Villasis Memorial School. First place, Sir Mark R. De Latina of Katipunan Village Elementary School.
Next is our top school ICT program implementer for the elementary level large school category. Third place is Ma'am Gira D. Andrade from President Manuel A. Rojas Memorial School North. Second place is Sir Nicole B. Alcazaren from Banica Elementary School. First place for our top school ICT program implementer elementary level large school category is Sir Romel Q. Balquedra from Don Inocencio del Rosario Memorial School.
Let's move on to top school ICT program implementer, elementary level for mega school category. First place, Sir Alan G. Aducal of President Manuel A. Rojas Memorial Integrated School South.
Moving on to our top school ICT program implementer for the secondary level small school category. First place for our top school ICT program implementer for the secondary level small school category is Sir Jesse Kent Vincent A. Bernada from Bago National High School.
Next up is top school ICT program implementer, secondary level for medium school category. Second place, Ma'am Maria Teresa E. Evacuado of Milibili National High School. First place, Ma'am Annabel J. Bacuna of Baliwagan National High School.
Next is our top school ICT program implementer for the secondary level large school category. Third place is Ma'am Glyza C. Frondoza from Marcos Fuentes Integrated School. Second place is from Dumulog National High School, Ma'am Irish S. De Guzman. And to our first place, top school ICT program implementer for the secondary level large school category is Sir Darwin L. Candelon from Dumulog National High School.
Next off is top school ICT program implementer, secondary level for mega school category. Third place, Sir Antonio Jose Dion S. Havillo of Rojas City School of Philippine Craftsmen. Second place, Sir Williamson B. Enoch of Don Inocencio del Rosario National High School. First place, Sir Carmelo D. De La Rosa of Congressman Ramon A. Arnaldo High School.
And that is our 2022 ICT Top Performers. Congratulations and keep up the good work.
Now, let's recognize the top 4 IT Clan Battle awardees.
The top 4 IT Clan Battle awardees are the top 4 school ICT program implementers who got the highest points in the IT Clan Battle system.
Let's begin with the top 4 school ICT program implementer. The fourth placer is a Google Certified Educator Level 1, has established or formed ICT MMT or the Information Communication Technology Management and Monitoring Team, who garnered 300 national level points, 208 regional level points, 310 division level points, with a total of 818 points. And the top 4 school ICT program implementer goes to Ma'am Mary Rose P. Villanueva of Doña Emiliana Alba Memorial School. Congratulations on your outstanding performance and achievement. Now, time to call upon the top 3 school ICT program implementer. The third placer is a Google Certified Educator Level 1, recognized as Microsoft Education Ambassador, who garnered 320 national level points, 110 regional level points, 410 division level points, and 2 school level points, with a total of 842 points. The top 3 school ICT program implementer is no other than Sir Romel Q. Balquedra of Don Inocencio A. Del Rosario Memorial School. Congratulations, sir, on your remarkable accomplishment.
Next is our top 2 school ICT program implementer. Our top 2 has formed or established school ICT devices management and monitoring team, or the ICT MMT of their school. A Google certified educator level 1 and also recognized as a Microsoft Education Ambassador. Garnered 350 national level points, 418 regional level points, and 645 division level points for a total of 1,413 points. Our top 2 school ICT program implementer goes to Sir Mark R. Dalatina from Katipunan Village Elementary School. Congratulations, Sir Mark, on your outstanding performance and achievement. And finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, the top school ICT program implementer. Our top school ICT program implementer is a regional and national awardee of the Best Educational Technology Innovation Program Award for Project Ignited. Has formed or established school ICT devices management and monitoring team, or the ICT MMT of their school. Garnered 320 national level points, 250 regional level points, 730 division level points, and 158 school level points for a total of 1,458 points. Our 2022 top school ICT program implementer is no other than Sir Darwin L. Candelon from Dumulog National High School. Congratulations, Sir Darwin. Your hard work, passion, and skill have earned you to the top spot in this battle. Congratulations, Sir Darwin. Your hard work, passion, and skills have earned you to the top spot in this battle.
And that is our 2022 Top 4 ID Clan Battle Awardees. Congratulations and keep raising the bar high.
In the first ICT Awards, we launched IT Clan Battle System, a gamified data bank system of accomplished ICT-related programs, projects, and activities of different governance levels: national, regional, division, and school, with performance evaluation and ranking system to recognize and award schools and key personnel based on their accomplished ICT-related PPAs.
And this year, we will launch the web and mobile app development learning hubs, the Abantec. Abantec stands for Abante Tecnología, which aligns with the Schools Division Office Education Agenda, which is Abante. Advancing learner-centered programs, building individual and institutional capability for growth and development, appreciating human diversity or one's uniqueness, nurturing the culture of excellence, thriving in the new normal with greater resiliency, and engaging stakeholders for shared governance and accountability. The Regional Office 6 mantra, by generating champion teachers and learners, and DepEd Matatag agenda in producing competent and job-ready, active, and responsible citizens in line with information communication technology, the Abante Tecnología Learning Hub.
My warmest felicitations to SDO Rojas City Executive Committee, headed by the father of Abante Mantra, Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Roel F. Bermejo, CESO 5. Chief of the Curriculum Implementation Division, Dr. Marvic S. Martires. Chief of the School Governance and Operations Division, Dr. Nerissa A. Resente. Administrative Officers 5, Mr. Ariel Andutan and Mrs. Noraida Malawi. The innovative and outstanding Division Information Technology Officer and the program handler of this activity, Engineer Fritz Hueli. To the supportive and committed school leaders and excellent school ICT coordinators, learners, internal and external stakeholders, the technical working group and the technical working committee, significant partners in education, our live audience, and everyone virtually present. Welcome to our technology-inspired live broadcast via DepEd Tayo Rojas City Facebook page. Technology never goes out of time. In our daily lives, technology only advances and never retreats. Technology only gets improved but never deteriorates. Just like in our department, education equipped with the strong support of technology never fails to deliver quality, equitable, and sustainable services to our most important clientele, the learners, as we endeavor to produce more champions in the home of the champions. In this 21st century, we are fast advancing with technologies and strategies that cope with the diversity of learners and classroom environments. The government, in support of our department, makes sure that we do not fall behind the needs and demands of society because that is the only way we can be steadfast to the realization of our vision and mission and the DepEd Matatag agenda to realize our aspiration of bansang makabata and batang makabansa. This dedication towards leveraging technology for educational purposes is truly commendable, and all efforts have undoubtedly made a positive impact on countless individuals and communities. Through this Abante Teknolohiya or Abantec Learning Hub initiative, we have not only democratized education, but we also make it more accessible, relevant, and interactive. The world needs more innovations like this that commit to breaking down barriers to education and empowering learners with the knowledge and skills they need to succeed and thrive in this competitive world. And so, I welcome you all to the launching of Abantec or Abante Teknolohiya Learning Hub, and I encourage you to support this excellent innovation of SDO Rojas City to cater learners of all ages. Another first of its kind in our division. We continue to excel as one, and we indeed excel as one. Abante Rojas City.
To the vanguards, strategists, and tacticians of education in Rojas City, good day. I am delighted to address you all on this momentous occasion, the launching of our Abante Tecnología, or in short, Abante Learning Hub. Today marks another significant milestone in our agenda to empower our teachers and institutions through the power of knowledge and innovation. In an era defined by rapid technological advancements, it has become increasingly vital to equip ourselves with the skills and expertise to thrive in a digital world. If you can recall, our division mantra is Abante Rojas City, which is included in our division education development plan. One of the agenda is to ensure that everyone thrives in the new and better normal. I would say that Abante Tecnología Learning Hub is one of the mechanisms to realize this noble end. Our Technology Learning Hub is designed to be a transformative space, a place where curiosity meets opportunity, and where Depedra City personnel of all backgrounds can embark on a journey of continuous learning and growth. Abante Learning Hub is also one of our responses to the Matatag Education agenda of the Department of Education under the leadership of Vice President and Deputy Secretary Sara Z. Duterte and the regional mantra to make every learner a champion. At the heart of our learning hub lies the commitment to fostering a vibrant community of learners and experts. We believe in the power of collaboration and collective wisdom. Through interactive workshops, hands-on projects, and engaging discussions, we aim to create an environment that encourages knowledge sharing, creativity, and exploration of new frontiers. The Learning Hub, maximizing the use of the existing DepEd computerization program packages, will serve as a training center for developing information systems, web and mobile applications, with the goal of creating relevant materials for a more engaging, productive, and meaningful teaching learning interactions. Again, we are doing this because we care for our learners, and we want to give support to teachers to teach better in a fast-moving, technologically advancing world. But our vision extends beyond just technical skills. We recognize that a holistic education encompasses not only the mastery of technologies, but also the cultivation of critical thinking, problem solving, and adaptability. In this fast-paced world, it is crucial to embrace a growth mindset and continually adapt to new paradigms. Our Learning Hub will foster an environment that nurtures these qualities, empowering teachers and learners to become agile, forward-thinking individuals who can drive innovation. As we now launch the Abante Learning Hub and as we embark on this exciting journey together, we invite you to join us in building a dynamic community of learners, innovators, and change makers. Let us collaborate, inspire, and push the boundaries of what is possible. Together, in our own ways, we can create a future where technology serves as a catalyst for positive transformation, improving lives and shaping a more equitable and sustainable world. Thank you so much for being part of this momentous occasion. As we have pure intentions in our hearts, with God's grace, we will succeed. And we will excel as well. Go Abante Learning Hub. Abante, Rojas City.
Digital Cities 2025 program builds the resiliency of the IT BPM sector as an engine of growth for the Philippine economy and bridge industry progress in the countryside to strengthen local economies. Based on the Rojas City Digital Roadmap, the Philippines offers a diverse range of services to global buyers beyond its traditional strength in voice-based services, such as contact center and BPO, IT services, health information management services, animation and game development services, and global in-house centers. Through a focus group discussion and assessment conducted last July 2022 by the Schools Division Office Curriculum Implementation Division, Education Program Supervisor and TLE or EPPP, it was determined that TVL and TLE teachers and teachers teaching ICT had gaps in terms of positively using ICT to facilitate the teaching and learning process, as well as in the selection, development, and use of a variety of teaching and learning resources, including ICT. Thus, the goal of producing ICT-skilled employable learners can't be addressed. To determine the preparedness of our target participants to equip our graduating senior high school learners with the ICT knowledge and skills needed to be employable and render the diverse IT BPM services the Philippines offers local and abroad, an assessment was conducted in line with the following target skills in information system and Android app development. The results of the assessment conducted last February 17, 2022 are as follows. In the PHP framework assessment with 7 questions taken by 49 respondents out of 50 target participants, the average number of beginning teachers is 38. Proficient teachers is 9, highly proficient teacher is 1, and distinguished teacher is 1. And in mobile application development assessment with 8 questions taken by 49 respondents out of 50 target participants, the average number of beginning teachers is 38. Proficient teachers is 9, highly proficient teacher is 1, and distinguished teacher is 1. The school's division office wished to improve the average number of distinguished teachers and learners with the knowledge, skills, and attitudes to develop Android mobile applications connected to the information system with MySQL database while ensuring and promoting effective strategies in the positive use of ICT to facilitate the teaching and learning process through the Let Us Make IT Happen program, or LUMIT, which is in its second year of implementation and is one of the NAEP-recognized professional development programs and courses for teachers and school leaders, and the establishment of Abantec Learning Hub. Abantec stands for Abante Tecnología, which aligns with the school's division office education agenda, which is Abante, advancing learner-centered programs, building individual and institutional capability for growth and development, appreciating human diversity or one's uniqueness, nurturing the culture of excellence, thriving in the new normal with greater resiliency, and engaging stakeholders for shared governance and accountability, as well as the Regional Office 6 mantra by generating champion teachers and learners, and the DepEd Matatag agenda and producing competent and job-ready, active, and responsible citizens in line with information communication technology. Based on the research entitled The Emergence and Strategy of Tech Hubs in Africa, Implications for Knowledge Production and Value Creation, Technological Forecasting and Social Change, Volume 161, 2020, 120307 with an ISSN 00401625, conducted by Victor Yao Atiase. The emergence of tech hubs had spearheaded the launching of hundreds of startups, are more effective in generating employment and expanding access to better quality public services and needs institutional support to overcome challenges. Likewise, a Bantech Learning Hub's goal is to embed critical thinking skills in the teaching of the set learning materials, which create activities and tasks and formulate questions that will actively engage the learners to think critically, create, or innovate. A Bantech Learning Hub is a training center for developing information systems, web and mobile applications, while utilizing the existing DepEd computerization program computer packages, fostering a nurturing and striving environment where innovators and researchers can explore, express, and share ideas, and apply it to the real-world scenarios, paving ways in producing competent and job-ready, active, and responsible citizens in line with information communication technology. The Let Us Make IT Happen program, Year 2, online or offline courses entitled Yi PHP Framework Basics for Creating Information Systems and Basic Android App Development using Cordova will be used to teach learners how to develop information systems and mobile applications, immersing the learners in different digital skills such as web and mobile app development, content management, graphics design, user interface, or user experience design, quality assurance, and more. The training courses and equipment will be reviewed and assessed as needed for necessary improvements. How about resource utilization? So the capacity building is done through the LUMIT program Year 2 using the 2023 HRD funds. Establishment of a Bantech Learning Hub is free as it uses existing facilities and equipment of pilot schools. Progress and monitoring. The implementation of this project shall be monitored by the Office of the Schools Division Superintendent through the Information Communication Technology Unit, public schools district supervisors, the school heads, the school ICT focal personnel, and school management monitoring and evaluation specialists using standardized and localized monitoring and evaluation tools. Outcomes or outputs. 14 senior high school ICT focal personnel are expected to be trained. Of course, they will also train their selected senior high school learners. And of course, the establishment of 3 Abantech Learning Hubs. Beneficiaries: 14 senior high school ICT focal personnel, the 3 pilot schools, and number of learners from the 3 Abantech Learning Hub. In this innovation project, the following actions must be taken. Need-based retraining of learning facilitators of the Abantech Learning Hubs. Develop mobile applications in information systems in school and division innovation showdown. And of course, continuous monitoring and evaluation of the program.
Today, I welcome you all to the Bantech Learning Hub launching learning class. This launching aims to capacitate both learners and teachers in utilizing ICT or technological resources through properly disseminating and teaching them variety of digital resources or software that ultimately contribute to the improvement of this 21st century skill. This skill is indeed very important as we go along throughout the years of advancing technologies. I know that this project will truly benefit our teachers and learners as they both merge in the learning process of this valuable skill. With proper training and knowledge, I believe that this would be a great opportunity to enhance and upgrade the technological skill of our teachers and learners. And with our strong partnership with our external stakeholders, namely the Rotary Club of Roa City, SPTA, Alumni Association, LGOs, NGOs, and other private sectors, all our plans and projects will be put into reality. And we are keep encouraging other external stakeholders to be our partners in all our endeavors. Thank you once again. Good morning. Basta kraas, wala gid nag-atas.
Abantic Learning Hub is an online learning platform that provides a range of courses and resources to help learners learn new skills and develop their knowledge. The platform also provides access to a library of resources, such as articles, videos, and podcasts. Abantic Learning Hub is a great resource for anyone looking to learn new skills or develop their knowledge in a particular area.
Learning new software techniques is not just easy to acquire by every individual. With the help of the modern technology nowadays, improving the art skills in order to create brilliant visuals is very possible. This is because of the help or the provisions of the modern learning facilities in school. The Abantic Learning Hub is really a great help to our learners because it helps them in developing, improving, and enhancing their digital skills. Through giving different activities by using and manipulating the desktop in the Abantic Hub, they learn the skills gradually and be able to apply in the given task. Their creativeness in making and creating visuals has been developed. I believe that this program can really produce competent, job-ready, active, and responsible citizens in the future, in the sense that learners are already well trained, acquired, and equipped the knowledge on digital skills from the competent teachers of Marcos Fuentes Integrated School. They also undergone the borrowed activities to fully develop the needed skills. Hence, they're ready to face the battle in the field of visual digitization and become not only a responsible citizens of our country, the Philippines, and also become a globally competitive as well. But they can be also a successful and productive individual which can be proud of. With this, I am proud to say that Marcos Fuentes Integrated School is the whole of the brilliant minds and free-spirited hearts. Enfest for the best. Abante Rojas City, we excel as one.
Abantec is really a great help, especially in senior high school students to enhance their ability to understand and effectively use the digital technology for they can enhance their digital skills to be used as an advantage and edge in getting a job when they graduate. Abantec is a step towards learning a lot of new things in different or in terms of technology. It can improve their confidence to use technology for their studies and daily lives and future careers.
Abantic Learning Hub greatly helps the school in increasing the use of technology in education and support educational progress. It will also help bridge the digital divide and improve digital equity among our learners, helping them upskilling for the digital world to increase career opportunities in the future.
Abantec is a big help for the learners of Marcos Fuentes Integrated School to improve their digital capabilities, accelerates their learning through this program, and give fun opportunities to practice what they learn using the technology.
Be future ready. Come at Marcos Fuentes Integrated School and and be digitally prepared. MFES for the best.
Greetings of gratitude to all. We are on digital age, and upgrading the learner's system of learning is a must. Thus, my profound gratitude for this innovation, a new experience for our senior high school learners to experience this Abantec, a learning hub where learners can access information and skills on how to create their own information system and mobile application. It's a very relevant experience for our learners to be learning and be equipped of functional ICT skills which they need in their future education or even in their employment. It's indeed an answer to the call of the industry where our learners will be fielded or absorbed. Yaves is very positive in supporting this program for the benefit of our senior high school learners and even teachers. I would like to express my gratitude to the people behind this program who passionately come up with this very timely and meaningful initiative. To the stakeholders of Yaves, we would like to appeal to you for the provision of improved facilities and training support to effectively carry out this program. For always, with the concerted efforts of the school and the community, we believe that every Batang Yaves can shine and be a champion.
There are numerous advantages to having the hub here for both teachers and students. It will assist teachers not becoming obsolete, but rather in keeping up with technology and passing it on to our students. For students, it can help them improve their existing skill set and provide them a lot of opportunities in the future. Also, we currently have senior high school students working on a mobile app for mental awareness. And having a hub here can motivate other students to create similar apps that can benefit them as individuals or the whole community. There are lots of benefits of the establishment of a Bantic Learning Hub for teachers and learners. For us teachers, it is accessible, competitive innovation platform for every educator. For students, it is a place for them for every level. They learn individualized experience in a jumpstart career technology, and they stay connected to online developer community.
Good day, everyone. I am Louis Carlo Viapilet, a grade 12 student from Colegio de la Purísima Concepcion. Wala akong background sa programming like sa school. Lately, ang pinaka-latest naman nga gina-obra is sa pag-build sa operating system, pag-configure sa Wi-Fi. So, this is my first experience in programming. Sa nag-surf learning, ako dati, ang gintunan ko nga language is Python. Nag-search ako sa Google kung ano bala ang mga programming language na ginagamit sa programming. And then, nag-pop up yung Python nga mas madali daw siya kasi ang mga ginagamit is mga gamay-gamay lang ang mga and mas po siya ma-learn. So, gin-try na akon. And akon palang na-try is the most basic is the Hello World sa Python. Sa Python, di siya masyado madalom wala ako extra time to learn more deeply. So siguro mga 1 to 3 days lang learning, konting knowledge lang about programming. Ganun. And my first impression in E3 project and building of Android application, it is very hard kasi wala gid ako ng background sa programming, so medyo hindi pa masyado gamay ang mga, although may try ko sa balay is programming, pero hindi siya ganun ka mayad gid. So medyo mabudlay ang unang experience, damo errors, pero gina-try ko man solve kung kaya ko, pero mostly talaga kuha ko sang guide kay almost iban nga mga errors hindi gid kaya i-solve. So sa una mabudlay gid, pero samtang gadugay nga gadugay, ga-learn ka nga ga-learn. So, medyo makukusupos na rin. So, na-learn ko sa lesson is that, una-una sa command prompt is madam, agad may maobra like installing applications and, yes, nang damo ka maobra sa command prompt. And may na-learn man ako sa mga apps nga pwede magamit nga ma-help ka sa pag-code sa mga applications like the brackets, the exam sa paggamit sa mga local host para ma-access mo ang sa web application. Then to sum up, damo gid ako na-learn sa lesson nga ini, and I expect siguro nga magamit ko ni akon nga learnings to build my own mobile game application to the future, hopefully kung madayon man ina, and try to learn more and explore more after this lesson. Well, ang advice ko lang is okay lang maka-experience ka sang error, okay lang magsala-sala. So magsala-sala kay hindi man ta ganun ka mayad sina. So don't be scared to commit mistakes as long as we learn from it, sir.
Once again, kudos to all the winners and all the ICT program implementers.
Continue to zeal the dedication to attain the goals and success of STO Raw City. And so let us continue to excel as one. Abante, Raw City. This is again Larlene Fernando Batuigas.
And this is Mary Joy 87 signing off saying,
There's always an ICT champion in you.